So while we're in LA, we've come down to have a quick meeting with the guys at Hoonigan in Compton. So we've got some exciting stuff potentially happening with these guys very soon, so stay tuned for that.
Oh, he's not letting us in.
He's done you.
Sorry. You done me dirty.
Yeah, I'm sorry, my boy. It's you can imagine how many people want to try to steal stuff from here. Welcome. All is well, nice to see you. You want to get in here? Come on, get in. Right, so welcome to Tire Slayer Studio. This is where all of our shenanigans, business propositions, and also carnage goes down of tire slaying. This is our storefront, so as you can see, these are vehicles that we either have as employees, have built here for the brand, or just storing cars here for the homie. But then also, as well as a lot of people watch the videos or stuff you want to see, you can get right here in our storefront and you can buy the stuff right here. And the cool thing is that we like to see our fans and we like to see the people that support us live in person. You could imagine being able to go where you see the videos and actually be able to see somebody from the videos here goes a long way. So if you follow me here, you can see everything we've got, from hats to lanyards, candy, stickers, steering wheels, hell, the whole nine. Apparel, we even have kids apparel now, so that's the cool thing for the little shredders and the future shredders out there. I'll take you a little behind the scenes. A lot of people don't get to see that when they come here because we've been doing more of like a construction to the building, moving stuff around. So you could imagine, you know, when your parents are like, don't let the people sit in the living room, that's the good china. This is kind of the behind the scenes of that. I'll show you here. So right here, as you can see, everything we have in here, this is, I don't know what they call this room. I just be in here. Right now, it's more or less like display. So what most people get to see when they come here is more or less these cars. We got the Camaro compound charge diesel 5th gen Camaro they built for land speed. Then we got Mark Arsenal's car here, which is a really clean 8.6 on Motegi's. And the cool thing is, it's a car he actually uses. It just doesn't sit here. So I don't want people to think like, oh, you guys just have cars that sit here. No, like they sit here for a purpose. Like that right there, coming back to the Hoonigan Project Garage channel, is a rotary powered K truck that Warthouse and the good people, I believe, at Rocket Bunny made together, or Pandem. Don't quote me on that. I wasn't here for that. But the cool thing is, it was made to work, and then it worked. But then unfortunately, Mike Finnegan came down and drove it and pushed it to its limits. But the cool thing is the engine's over there. And then I'll take you over here, which you'll see there's a lot of projects that we've had here, from the Ridgeline to the Camaro to any project like Hertz car or like a giveaway car. All the engines are here, from either something that's blown up, that's about to be blown up, or in the process of blowing up. So it's a lot of LS's, K24s, 454s. We got an LT4 over there. A bunch of Audi engines Scotto knows about. I don't know about Audis, but Scotto says apparently they're worth money. They look like junk to me, but don't quote me on that. Sorry, Audi fans, no disrespect. I just don't know y'all respectfully. But the cool thing is, like, you get to see this if you're coming into the store. Usually people like peek their head through the window, and if we have the time and the well-being to do so, I'll give people the tour. But right now it's kind of been messy, so you can see more or less some more behind the scenes stuff. That's Mr. Zach and Mr. Zach there. This is the most American man I know next to me.
America, fuck yeah!
You ready? Ready to lock it? Let's go. What are you doing, Gary? We learn better than that. You grab the... So you lock it up like that, okay? You see that? You see that, kids? That's how you fucking lock it up. Anyway, hi.
Yes.
I don't know what you're doing, but...
Right now these are the people from Garage Style England. Long story short, Mr. Zach's one of the dudes, one of the main dudes here. He runs a lot of the stuff, the ins and outs of this building. So a lot of things people don't get to see, I guess, is this is like, it's 10% fun, 90% work. So for us to have fun, there's a lot that goes into everything. So you can see Mr. Ron's car, Mr. Scotto's car, Vin's car, and then a multitude of cars. The EG, the one thing that I like is when people come in here and they see the Ferrari, they forget the Ferrari. They see the X-Rad, they're like, is that a Merkur? I'm like, you care about a Merkur? Like, yeah, oh my gosh, it's an EG. And it's just, what about me? I'm Mr. Ferrari. Nobody cares about you, Ferrari. Just sit there. But as you can see, everything is getting prepared to be for Gymkhana Grid at the, believe, I don't know what it is. I'm going to say towards the end of the year, because we're already midway through the year and there's nothing in here. But the cool thing is, it's like everybody's building something. I might be building something too. You never know. But everybody's every week they're wrenching on something. It's Monday, so Mondays are slow. Usually Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, you see a lot of these cars. Like for example, you're not supposed to see this, so you gotta not look at that yet. That's what goes on in here, then I'll show you to the rest of the building. Things that people don't know about the building, a lot of the stuff is built in-house. So everything Ridgeline, Camaro, Warthog, a lot of that stuff that's fabricated and everything came from this room. So we have a lot of machinery here. We have a plasma cutter, as you saw in the other room. We got a new plasma cutter or a new plasma table. So all of this, whenever we need a project, it's easier to build stuff in-house than to outsource it, because if we have the guys that know what need to get done, they know what need to get done so they can get it done. Instead of trying to like call, phone a friend, I need this stuff.
Need this stuff done today, the latest.
Yeah. In this other room is the employee bay that a lot of us are working on our own projects. So figure if you have, like say you work a warehouse worker, I need to get some stuff done in my car. You can come here and usually we have the space to do so if you work here. And the best part, so this is considered like this one that's open is the employee bay. And then, yeah, you just bring your car in here and do an oil change real quick. But then I know what you guys really want to see. Tire Slayer Studios Burnyard.
Oh my God! Wow!
A lot of people ask, what does that consist of? This is it. The cool thing is being from 621 to here, we have full access in range of what we can do. Say you're having a shitty day. Having a shitty day, you want to do a shitty. Say you got a brand new car, you want to make sure it can do a burnout. If you just want to wash your car and have a place where you can know nobody's just going to walk by and get in the back of your filming and do anything you need to do, you can do that here. But the cool thing about working here is you have endless opportunity. There's not like a noise ordinance for us, I could say, because we're in an industrial area now, so we can do industrial things. There's warehouse workers working 24/7 at other buildings around here, and they never question what we do. And I guess if you're one of those warehouse workers, you could see like usually the good people over here at the building next door, they see stuff. So it's like, now I wish I had a car to show you something in, but unfortunately, the boy got a flat. Your boy got a flat outside the Tire Slayer studio. So everything you see down here, same with the engine wall, either works, a work in progress, or is blown the hell up. So a lot of this is a mix between our own personal cars, project cars for the channel, or just cars that are never gonna see the day of light. Mr. Scotto's wacky ass Ford F-150 Ranger thing. Then you got our Chevy dually truck, shark cart, airplane, this clapped out Skyline I own with a flat tire. One of the homies' cars, Mr. Jameson, our C5 Corvette, Audi Scottos, Land Rover Scottos, tow trucks ours. It just keeps going on. There's just more cars here. Baja Bug, that's we're bringing back that, so stay tuned for Baja Bug. The cool thing about that was it is literally what it sounds like, Baja Bug. We might be getting into some off-road things this year, so that's super exciting about that. My LS powered R34.
The people who don't necessarily know, tell us about the engine in this car.
It's an LS1 out my grandfather's C5 Corvette from his house fire. Unfortunately, back in 2021, my grandfather was taking a smooth nap. He heard a banging in the garage. He opens the garage door, a big cloud of smoke comes out. He runs out the house. He thought somebody was breaking into his garage because, you know, he was going to greet them how we all greet people that break into our houses in America. But unfortunately, it was a fire. You can't fight a fire that way. He lost a lot of his possessions being that C5 Corvette. So my uncle convinced him to give it to me, and I told him I would repurpose it, and we repurposed it in this 1999 Nissan R34 GTT with a fully built engine, Texas speed cam, PRC heads, Holley parts supported, Haltech ECU, and a bunch of other stuff that I can't name right now because I forget, but there's a list in my phone I could tell you. So pretty much fully built bottom end, fully built heads, cam made only around 400.
So being a JDM fan, how has this car been perceived on the internet?
The people don't like it. Some people love it. It's like a 50-50, and then there's like that like weird 5% that like always gives me suggestions that are like, I would have put this in the car, and I'm like, sorry, my grandfather didn't have a Supra to burn up in a house fire to put a 2J in, but hey, you know, I got to show my grandpa. He was super stoked. He was like, it was one of those, like, he was like, you know how to do all this? And I was like, not me, but my homies do. I know how to get the parts for it, and it's really heartwarming because I didn't know what he was going to think about it. I thought it was just going to be one of those, like, why'd you do this? Like, this is ugly. But he was stoked beyond belief. So I'm just going to keep the good name of the car going, and drift it one day when I get power steering, or just try to do a shitty burnout one day. I'm gonna try to do a burnout. I'm gonna switch my shoes though.